Hello everybody. So this video is going to look a little different. So today I'm actually showing you understanding your class syllabus, and I'm just going to use one that I've had from a previous course to kind of show you and give you an idea of what to expect usually of what a syllabus will look like, expectations, and the key things to look out for when you are examining your class syllabus. So really, what is a class syllabus? Well, a class syllabus, or some courses may call it a course schedule, a course outline. It might have different names. Your class syllabus, in fact, you've been getting them all the while. You probably just didn't realize it, but they really start calling it syllabus usually around high school. I don't know if they do that for middle school or elementary, but definitely in college it's going to be called your syllabus, course outline, class schedule, course schedule, what have you. But the common term is syllabus, and your syllabus basically is a nice outline of what your class would look like, what to expect, how your grades are going to be, what you would need for the class, so on and so forth. And as we go through this syllabus today, I'm giving you kind of an idea of what to look out for and how to read it, and this way you can be best prepared for your class. And this is one of many. Remember, this is a principles of sociology class. This will definitely probably look, or probably more than likely look different than a math class, like an algebra class. It will look different from an art class, probably a history class, a nursing class, your culinary class. It will look different. But I'm just here to show you what to kind of expect, and this was a pretty good example of what one would look like. So first thing you're probably going to see, more than likely going to run smack into, is your course title, course number, what semester it may fall under. Sometimes they may say, oh, it's fall 2021, but of course the same syllabus was used in 2022 or whatever. But look out for your updated versions of your syllabus or syllabi. Sometimes your professors will already have that, or your instructors will already have that for you, but make sure you pick the right one. And sometimes when you go to class, they may tell you, hey, you can download it. Sometimes they may hand it to you. It depends on how the teacher rolls. And they will give you the instructor's name, what department they're in, also give you the address or where you can find them, what their office hours look like, what their website or profile looks like. Like I said, each school, each class, each institution is going to look a little different. Okay. So here he has it outlined nicely that this is what the class is based on. Basically a brief summary of what it would be. So this is a sociology class, and I'm not going to read all of it, but the bare minimum, or the gist, is that sociology explores the relationship between the individual, culture, and society. And sociology, for any of those who are sociology majors, which is what I have my associates in, or you are taking sociology classes, this is your typical 101 class, and is basically introducing you to the field of sociology, which is the studies of groups, basically. They more look at larger institutions and groups versus individuals. Like psychology, they'll look at the mind of the individual more so. But the sociology piece looks at more of the collective. So, and hey, shout me out if you want to kind of know more about sociology and things like that. All right. So, anywho, so this is the general education outcomes for the school. They have, like this is what they expect, but each school is going to have a different mission statement or outline. So just be prepared for that as well. But this is kind of what it looks like. What, maybe will look like for that particular class or certain classes. So, but that's just, general education stuff. Your course learning is more direct to the course. So he has it nicely outlined here, and it just shows like what's expected of you as the student and what your understanding should be before, during, and after the course usually. And then he has the textbooks or the materials. This is the book, let's say, you would need for this course, the main textbook. And also I will probably do one on how you could find textbooks, especially if you want to save a few bucks online, or different ways you can get access to your textbooks without even paying the full cost. Okay. And also there's going to be additional reading supplied from the instructor. So he sent out PDFs, different things. You may have to look up web articles, whether it was through a database or just online, way to Google them, this, that, and the third. Okay, and he has the schedule. He kind of has it like just a breakdown. It's not like dates, but he has it broken down in terms of the different themes and, different subsections. Okay, and then this is what he expects for attendance and participation. So, like I said, each professor, each instructor will be a little different. Some will be more lenient, some will be more strict. For instance, if it's an online course, attendance might not be big of a deal, but maybe they'll count attendance as, you participating in the discussion question or coming to the live sessions, or or coming to a guest lecture or something like that. Or you can get extra credit for certain things or for participation, versus like maybe you come to a class maybe in person or it's hybrid. You're maybe expected to come to a hybrid class once a week, or if you come to a regular class, you might come maybe to 4 times throughout the week or something like that. But that goes without saying. So, and that's his expectations. Also, he lets us know what the assignments, exams, and quizzes look like. And he is actually going to break down the math more when we get to the bottom, but he lets us know, hey, this is how many quizzes we're going to have, that they're open book, all of these things, right? So he's kind of keying us in on what we're about to get to know. So, okay, this is probably the meat and potatoes, if not one of the most important parts of your syllabus, and that is grades. Okay, so he broke it down quite nicely. Like every professor or instructor is going to break it down a little different, and what the percentages are going to look like is going to be different depending on the assignments, the course material, how they want to do the math, what they value as more important versus the least. So, and what I mean by that is, like, for example, here he has the discussion questions at 140 points, basically 14 times 10. So each one is worth 10 points each, right? Okay, so you just know that you're going to get 140 points, and it's 28%. I still have to learn how to do weighted calculations and things like that. That sends me in a tizzy all the time, but you could also use a grading calculator if you're concerned about the math and how you're going to pass your class, okay? Also, your chapter quizzes, 42%, large amount, right? 210 points, 14 times 15. So each one's worth 15 points, okay? Film review, 25 points, 5%. Same thing with the second one, 5%. So they don't weigh that much. And then the final essay is 100 points, and that's going to be 20%. So still a nice weight, but everything adds up to 100%, right? Some professors just do it on a point scale. Some do it on a percentage scale. They work with both. It really just depends, okay? But this is what the breakdown of what is expected, and this way you can come out with the highest percentage possible, okay? So then he has here, yep, they're graded on a 100% scale with the following cutoffs. And here he has the cutoffs, like 90 and above is an A, 89 to 87 B plus. Some professors just do A, B, C, D, F, what have you. But that's pretty much, what it looks like. Also, guys, before I forget, just make sure that when you're looking at the grades portion, just remember that, like I said, each class is different, right? Your portions may differ depending on how many assignments you have and what type of assignments you have. So just wanted to note that before I forgot, and just bear that in mind when you are calculating your grades. All right, so let's get back to it. And then here is just kind of, I call it more the fluffy stuff, but you could still examine it just to make sure. But, it's importance of course evaluations that you take at the end of the term, or, close to the end of the term. And then the college policies, your rights which you're protected under, and things you should know. Support and disability services, so what your rights are there. And then student success services, like at our institution, they had, different resources that, would help us, like counseling, or if we're struggling personally or academically, we could go to advising. We could have ESL, EOF, financial aid, veteran services, bookstore, all kinds of things, tutoring, test center, so you know where to go, the links. Also, the technology statement, which I didn't really pay attention to that much, but yeah, just importance of technology. And academic honesty, this may not look very important, but however, it is very important throughout your academic future to please, I will stress, do not plagiarize. I rather oversight than undersight. And, you know, plagiarism can really get you, and you have to really work to disprove it, even if it's unintentional. You really have to fight to disprove that. So just make sure that you are citing and doing things correctly. And if you are unsure, you can always visit an academic resource center, you know, writing center, or you can look these things up online to kind of help protect yourself, to show you the right ways to cite and to avoid the pitfalls and mistakes. So this way it doesn't cost you your academic future, because these things are serious and they can get you kicked out of school, and it just wouldn't be a good look. You know, so always just make sure that you are taking the time to make sure that you are citing correctly. But really, that's all I really have, at least for this one. But that's pretty much a general consensus of what it would look like, you know, a course outline or a syllabus. And I could show you dozens of different ones, but this is just really the gist of it. And please make sure you're reading it thoroughly so you can understand. And also ask your professor or instructor. I'm sorry, I cannot talk today. But ask your professor or instructor really valid and important questions, either during the class session, or you can email them privately. You can even visit them to things that you may not understand, or you may need help, or you're struggling with. Also, don't be afraid to sometimes ask for extra credit if you are falling behind or struggling, or if there's a way that the professor can help you out. Maybe if you're ill, they can give you an extension, or something happens and you have to just take care of something. It's better you come to your professor honestly, openly, and sooner rather than later. Okay, so just make sure that you utilize the resources and the supports that you have on the outside as well as inside of the classroom. And I get it, not all instructors or professors are the nicest or the most perfect, but definitely seek out and reach out to your resources and supports. And this way you can be the best prepared for what you need to do for this semester and beyond. But I hope you guys really enjoyed that, and I hope that it taught you a lot. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share down below what your class syllabuses might look like. Are there some things that you wish that your professor could have done better? Or do you have any clear, concise ones that are very easy? Or do you have any other tips and tricks on how to read them and how to understand them and how to really make sure that you are lined up for success in the right way? But all right, guys, I love you all. Take care. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. I'm more than likely it's past already, but if you're recovering from Labor Day weekend, please be safe. Have a great day. It's raining where I am, so if it is raining where you are, please stay dry, stay warm, but also have a great and amazing week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. We can do it, baby, simple and plain. There's a little bit of